Top 12 facts about Jason Statham you won't believe. 1. Jason Statham was an elite athlete. Jason Statham was an elite athlete for 12 years, having been a member of Britain's national diving squad. During his time on the squad, he competed in the 1990 Commonwealth Games in Auckland, New Zealand, and was a runner-up for the men's 1-meter springboard even. Having trained to become a professional diver and finishing in an impressive 12th place at the 1992 World Championship, he won several medals at the British National Championships, including a gold medal in the 3-meter springboard event. 2. Jason Statham was a seller in the street, selling knockoff jewelry and perfume on the street before Guy Ritchie cast him in LOC. He was introduced to Statham through his modeling gig at French Connection and saw the potential this real-world con man had for the movie. He wrote the role of Bacon specifically for Statham, which would end up being the movie that propelled him to Hollywood stardom. 3. His entry to cinema career was by modeling. With his diving career over, Statham entered the world of modeling for the fashion company French Connection. If his rugged image doesn't seem to naturally lend itself to the world of male modeling, that was exactly what the company was going for. 4. Jason Statham regularly does his own stunts. In addition to being in impeccable shape, Statham also takes pride in doing many of his own stunts in his movies, from hand-to-hand combat to dangling from a helicopter 3,000 feet above downtown Los Angeles. In fact, he's almost dogmatic in his belief that actors should be doing their own stunts. "I'm inspired by the people who could do their own work," the actor said. Bruce Lee never had stunt doubles and fight doubles, or Jackie Chan or Jet Li. "I've been in action movies where there is a face replacement and I'm fighting with a double, and it's embarrassing." 5. Jason Statham's movies have made more than $5 billion worldwide. Statham's films may have a tough time impressing critics, but audiences and studio executives can't get enough. Taken as a whole, Statham's filmography has raked in more than $5 billion worldwide. A lot of this is due to his more recent entry into the Fast and Furious franchise, but he's also had 7 movies cross the $100 million mark worldwide outside of that series. This isn't an accident. Statham knows exactly what type of movie keeps the lights on, as he explained in an interview with The Guardian. 6. Jason Statham practices a range of martial arts. Statham's fitness routine is about more than just weights and core work. The actor is also involved in a variety of different fighting disciplines like boxing, judo, and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Out of everything he does to stay in shape, it's the martial arts that have been most helpful for Statham's on-screen presence. "That's what I have to give most of my time to these days, training for what I have to do in terms of providing action in an authentic manner," he told Men's Health. 7. Filming Expendables 3 almost killed Jason Statham. The brakes failed on a 3-ton stunt truck Statham was driving, sending it off a cliff and into the Black Sea. If you've ever wondered if the real Statham was anything like the movie version, his underwater escape from a mammoth truck should answer that. "It's the closest I've ever been to drowning," Statham said on Today. "I've done a lot of scuba diving. I've done a lot of free diving. No matter how much of that you've done, it doesn't teach you to breathe underwater. I came very close to drowning. It was a very harrowing experience." Statham is not alone in his passion for martial arts. Director Guy Ritchie is also a black belt in jiu-jitsu and a brown belt in karate. When Men's Health asked Statham if the two ever sparred, he responded, "I remember when we started out, we'd go on a press tour for Lock, Stock, and we'd be moving all the furniture out of the way in the hotel room, trying to choke each other out." 8. He was in a band with his brother and dad. When he was a young teen, Statham and his family decided to start a band. He took on the role of the drummer, with his brother on guitar and his dad providing vocals. 9. He failed his driving test 3 times. The son of a street seller, Statham picked up some bad habits whilst driving around with his father. By the time he was ready to take his test, Statham had been driving around illegally for over 2 years. His dodgy motor skills resulted in him failing his test a total of 3 times. 10. He visited a real prison to prepare for one role. Never one to go UN unprepared, Statham decided to extensively research for his upcoming part in Death Race by visiting a maximum security prison in California Point. One of the prisoners even recognized Statham, telling him he looks just like, well, himself. 11. He was kicked out of the Playboy Mansion. Way back in 2008, Statham had the honor, of attending one of Hugh Hefner's infamous Playboy Mansion parties. However, it seems his night of glitz and glamour was short-lived. After just a few hours, he was escorted from the property by security. You're probably thinking this was due to drunkenness or unruly behavior, but no. 12. He became a first-time father at the age of 49. Statham's fiancée described the experience of parenthood as magical. The pair keep their son relatively shielded from the spotlight, although they have shared several snaps of intimate family moments, including an Instagram post of Jack sat on his dad's lap during a flight.